අයිබෝවන් අදත් සුපුරුදු පරිදි ඔබ එක්වන්නේ හරය ගැඹුර දැනුම සපිරි ව්‍යාපාරික කතාබහ 24/7 සමග අද 24/7 කතාබහ තරමක් සුවිශේෂී. එයට හේතුව වන්නේ අද අපි සාකච්ඡාවට කැඳවා ගත්තේ සීෂෙල්ස් රාජ්‍යයේ කුඩා ව්‍යවසාය ප්‍රවර්ධන ඒජන්සියේ ප්‍රධාන විධායක නිලධාරිණී පෙනීසි බෙල්මන් මහත්මිය. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවට සංචාරයක් සඳහා පැමිණි අවස්ථාවේදී අපි අය සම්බන්ධ කරගත් අපගේ සාකච්ඡාවට ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සහ සීෂෙල්ස් රාජ්‍ය අතර පවතින මිත්‍රත්වය සහ මේ තුලින් අපට ආර්ථික වශයෙන් ලබාගත හැකි වාසි පිළිබඳව තමයි අපි අද කතා කරන්නේ. Mrs. Penisi Belmont, Aiboan, welcome to the show. I would like to invite you introduce Seychelles and as well as yourself.
Okay. Seychelles is a very small country in the Indian Ocean, not too far from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka and Seychelles has had a long relationship years back. We have a lot in common. Our culture, some of our culture is the same. We use the same food and we don't speak the same language.
We are using
the curry, use coconut oil a lot, coconut milk. In our diet, we use a similar food like the Sri Lankan. We have 115 islands, okay, and our population is only 90,000.
Very small population, 90,000 population.
But it's good because everybody knows everybody else.
Ah.
And our hospitality, the way we treat each other is very good. We don't have big issues, we don't have any problems, politically stable, economically we are stable, we've got a good system in place. And I have to say it's a good country, not only to visit on a holiday, but also to invest, and opportunities exist in Seychelles. You know, we have a lot of Sri Lankans that works in Seychelles. We have in the education system, we have a lot of teachers from Sri Lanka. And every day in the tourism sectors as well, in the hotels, you will find a lot of Sri Lankan. We have a big company, the Sankan company, who is in construction, who's been in Seychelles for quite a while. Now we have the Mini Lanka that flies to Seychelles twice a week. And so the market is opening between Sri Lanka and Seychelles, and people are getting to know Sri Lanka more and vice versa. I have to say the relationship that exists between Sri Lanka and Seychelles is a win-win situation because we are learning a lot from the Sri Lankan, which is a bigger population, but we are small, and also you guys are learning from the small islands. I know you have islands, but still ours is a little bit different. We have the mountains like you, we have the beach like you, but certain things we do a little bit different from Sri Lanka. So I think it's a good country to visit, to invest, and to look out for opportunities.
What is your role in Seychelles?
I am the CEO of SMEs, like the small promotion agency. I do three things. I inform my people about opportunities in business, I promote them, and I educate them. Like for example, coming to Sri Lanka is trying to find the opportunities that I can bring back to the business community. So we can
Did you find some opportunities from Sri Lanka?
Last year we had a fair in Seychelles, and it was with the CDC event, and it was a success. We had lots of business people from Sri Lanka that came to showcase their goods and their product and services. And this year we are having it again in October. So this is an opportunity for them to tap in on our market, and also for the Seychelles to see the opportunities that exist in Sri Lanka so that they can team up. We can have B2B, we can have business forum, so that we can learn from each other, take from each other, and do business together.
It's a very important thing you raised that you tell that open of your market. That size wise that Seychelles market is very small because 90,000 people living in Seychelles. Sri Lanka is a big population, 21 million. Do you think Sri Lankans have opportunities in Seychelles? Very small segment of people living in Seychelles.
You know, last year when I did the opening speech, I said Seychelles is small, yes, but that doesn't mean that we are small in thinking and the way we do business. It's not about the size of the island or your population, what exists there. I've got one friend from Sri Lanka, he came to Seychelles 1976, and he owns a jewelry store in Seychelles, and he's been there all these years. He doesn't want to come back to that big population, so he's been running business. He comes up and down, but still doing business. We've got new global services, for example. They just opened in Seychelles, and they are doing very well. Sri Lankan, like I said, for construction, has been there. So it's not about the size, and our spending power as well is a bit high in Seychelles compared to when you look at Sri Lanka and Seychelles.
Penny, as far as I concern, that Seychelles, around 300,000 tourists are coming per year. There are big opportunities in Sri Lankans, no?
There are opportunities for Sri Lankans, and also sometimes you need a break from your work. So Seychelles is not too far, and it's only like 4 hours flight, and what we offer maybe is a little bit different, and the opportunities are totally different from what Sri Lankan offer. Like you mentioned, we have 300,000 tourists per year. So these are all the opportunities. When you're looking, the market is not only for the Seychelles people of 90,000, but also for the tourists that is coming there. So the service, the product is also for the tourists as well. And we are targeting for more tourists in the future.
What are the service and product we can offer Seychelles tourists from Sri Lanka?
The hospitality department, the tourism sector. We can go into medical as well, because you know Seychelles, we have a hospital. We have an agreement with Sri Lanka hospital. Yes, a lot of our patient is coming here, but maybe we can go into tourism, medical tourism as well. You know, so all these things are opportunities.
Penny, we have to take a short break. අපි මද විරාමයක් ලබා ගන්නවා. විරාමෙන් පසුව නැවතත් සාකච්ඡාව සමග. විරාමෙන් පසුව නැවතත් එක්වන්නේ BIS 24/7 කතාබහ සමග අද අප සමග කතාබහට පැමිණ තිබෙන්නේ ශීෂෙල්ස් රාජ්‍යයේ කුඩා ව්‍යවසාය ප්‍රවර්ධන ඒජන්සියේ ප්‍රධාන විධායක නිලධාරිණී පෙනීසි Belmont මහත්මිය. අපි කතා කරමින් තිබෙන්නේ දෙරට අතර ද්විපාර්ශ්වික ආර්ථික සම්බන්ධතා තුළින් ලබාගත හැකි ජයග්‍රහණ පිළිබඳව. අපි ඔබට ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ වැඩසටහන තුළින් ඔබට යමක් ලබා ගැනීමට මේ වැඩසටහන පිට සවන් දෙන්න කියලා. Penny, that Seychelles, is it a gateway to Sri Lankan businesses to go to African continent?
Yes, I would say so, because we have direct flights from Seychelles. So the flights from Sri Lanka to Seychelles, from Seychelles to South Africa, to Kenya, to all these places, makes it a better place. Like we are in the center, we are a hub for the business community. We have direct flights, which is only 2.5 hours. We have our own airline, which is Air Seychelles. We have Kenya airlines as well. So I think it's opportunities for Sri Lankans, and it's faster instead of going all the way up to other countries and then down again. So I think it's opportunities, yes.
How Sri Lankan businesses going on in Seychelles now? I think we know that BOC, Bank of Ceylon, is doing business.
Yes, the Bank of Ceylon was open last year, and I think they are happy because they are doing good business, and I find that there's a lot of investors as well going through the bank for loans and things like that, which is opportunities.
How many banks in Seychelles?
Right now I think we have six banks. We have Barclays Bank, we have Novo Bank, we have Commercial,
all banks,
Baroda. Yes, all these banks are there.
What are the local banks?
Savings banks, and we also have a development bank of Seychelles.
What are the interest rate in Seychelles now?
It depends if it's the loan, but we have an SME bank as well. I don't call it a bank, but it's a facilitator, and the rate is only 4% of interest on loans that you take. And for SMEs, we offer up to 300,000 or up to 3 million. It depends on the business you are going into. So what I will say exactly, the small business, there are opportunities. SMEs, you have all the facilities in place for credit, for loans, for facilitation. These are all the things that are in place for startups.
If Sri Lankan start a business in Seychelles, your government giving loans to Sri Lankans?
There are lots of Sri Lankans who are already in Seychelles who are investing, but investors, you have to register with SIB, which is Seychelles Investment Bureau, and they have a list of they have a checklist whereby you can go through everything and find out exactly what they offer.
Seychelles alleged some controversial things in the world. Some are saying that Seychelles is a safe haven for money launderers. Is it correct?
I will not say it's correct or not, but you know, I'm more of not political person, but more of a office person, I would say. And a lot of people say the same thing about Sri Lanka, about Mauritius, about other places, but we don't encourage this kind of activities in Seychelles. We want everybody who wants to invest in Seychelles to do it correctly, properly, and respect our rules and regulation in our culture as well.
What are the industries and production going in your country?
Our main pillars of the economy is tourism and fisheries. We are trying to promote agriculture as well, but the two main ones are fisheries and tourism.
What is the percentage that coming from to the GDP to tourism, agriculture, and you know that other part activities, other activities?
Our GDP is 20.
Main source of main income generating
is
source
from tourism.
is tourism, right?
Yes. But right now we are sending a lot of fish to Sri Lanka. We've got a lot of businesses between Sri Lanka and Seychelles, whereby they are investing in daily catch that they are sending in, or salted fish and all that. But we have established a good relationship in the fisheries business between Sri Lanka and Seychelles.
Every goods and services are importing to Seychelles.
Yes. You know, we are very small. We import everything. And we are getting from other countries as well, not only Sri Lanka. So this is why I'm saying that Sri Lanka is an opportunity because it's closer to Seychelles. So maybe there are certain things that we are getting from other places we can try and get from Sri Lanka, or vice versa.
Which kind of products we can export to Seychelles?
We export everything from fruits, veggie, anything to do with hospitality, housing equipment, IT equipment, furnitures, everything.
Cinnamon?
We used to export cinnamon actually, cinnamon and vanilla, but now we are not too much in the industry. And this is one opportunity I think that Sri Lankans can tap on, and we can bring it back. We can get the extraction and all these things.
At last, anything you want to tell special to Sri Lankan, you can tell now.
Okay, what I will suggest, Seychelles is small, yes, but there are opportunities. This is a chance for you to come and see what we have to offer, what is there in Seychelles, what makes it so special. This is what I want to say. Please come to the Seychelles and see for yourself what we have to offer and what we can give in return.
අපි විරාමයක් ලබා ගන්නවා. විරාමෙන් පසුව නැවතත් සාකච්ඡාව සමග. විරාමෙන් පසුව නැවතත් එක්වන්නේ BIS 24/7 සාකච්ඡාව සමග. අද BIS 24/7 සාකච්ඡාව සුවිශේෂී. අපි සමග අද සාකච්ඡාවේ සිටින්නේ සීෂෙල්ස් රාජ්‍යයේ කුඩා ව්‍යවසාය ප්‍රවර්ධන ඒජන්සියේ ප්‍රධාන විධායක නිලධාරිණී පෙනීසි බෙල්මන් මහත්මිය. අපි සාකච්ඡාවේ අවසාන භාගයට පැමිණ තිබෙන්නේ. Penny, that we know that Seychelles people coming to Sri Lanka to buy boats. Is it right?
Yes, we had the fair that we had last year also promoted that, the boat business. We have a lot of businessmen from Seychelles coming to Ningombo to buy boats and then bring it back to Seychelles, either for fisheries or for leisure, but we have that in the business. And also we are getting workers from Sri Lanka to come to Seychelles to work in the boat section, the boat business, because as you know, our population is small. There are certain expertise that we don't have. This is why we are getting from Sri Lanka.
Thank you very much, Penny. අපි සාකච්ඡාව අවසන් කරනවා. අද අපි සාකච්ඡා කරේ සීෂෙල්ස් රාජ්‍යයේ කුඩා ව්‍යවසාය ප්‍රවර්ධන ඒජන්සියේ ප්‍රධාන විධායක නිලධාරිණී පෙනීසි බෙල්මන් මහත්මිය සමග. අපි මෙවන් BIS 24/7 සාකච්ඡාවකින් යළිත් හමු වෙමු.